equally want to say to Madame Azamfwet Pamela, the tech woman. She is currently in Canada and she gave her support. And she equally said she will send a video. She'll come on live to talk to you. I just pray time permits us. Thank you so much, Madam Pamela, the founder of Quantech Foundation, presently in Canada. So we love you and remain blessed. Keep watching us. Please put your hands together for our CEO Square. Do some military greeting. Good. Moses,
Yes, sir.
thank you. You need no further introduction. You're at home.
Thank you, sir.
So they are waiting to hear from you.
Okay.
The floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Hello. Are you all ready today? Are you sure you're ready? We have amazing speakers in the hall. Trust me, you're going to love it. All right. How many people were not here yesterday? Oh, you're not here. Yeah, we had so many amazing sessions. You missed so much, but you've not missed a lot. We still have those speakers around, so you get to connect with them. I'd like to start my presentation with one thing. Right? It's a quote from John F. Kennedy, which says, "If not us, who? If not now, when?" Let's repeat. If not us, if not now, yes. And equally, who has heard this stuff, this small phrase which says it pays to apply? I think that's a specific sentence which is reigning at Open Dreams today. It pays to apply. So apply. Right? So I'm called Afopezi Moses. And yesterday we started a conversation. I don't know how many people remember the topic I was about to present on. Who remembers? Yeah, it's how to sell yourself, how to build a personal brand which will land you a scholarship or a fellowship opportunity. And I did show a couple of people who you should follow online. How many people follow those people today? How many? You follow Joyce online? You follow Dr. V? How many people are following Dr. V? Who's following Mark Zuckerberg? Yeah, so I actually used some case studies in Cameroon so you should understand that it's not about those very big names, right? Your inspiration should not be the Mark Zuckerbergs, the Jeff Bezos. It should be right up there. But you should look for those who are around you, who can motivate, those whom we see. And we have them around us. We have Mr. Tola Kingsley who's here. We have Joyce. We have Prince in the UK. We have so many of them. They should be your inspiration. Those are the people whom you can see. For now, you cannot see Mark Zuckerberg, right? You cannot see Tony Elumelu. But those people around you, you can see them, and they serve as motivation. They serve as people who you look up to. So at times, too, I would like to talk of knowing where you come from. You all are here. They usually say, if many are called, few are chosen. So you're here as the chosen ones. And you should not come here and go back empty. You should not come here and go back empty. You should follow these lessons, apply them. Apply. That's the key word today, apply. Because at times, it's not about age. You can be below age and then you apply, and before you know, you're selected for the opportunity. So they'll be talking about personal branding. I don't know if you can have it up. Yeah, next slide. We spoke of these guys. Next. Dr. V, yes. Tony Lumelu. Our able Mr. Joyce in the hall. How to build a personal brand which will land you a global opportunity. Next. So I'm called Afopezi Moses. I am the co-founder and CEO of Scholar. And equally today we're leading, I would say Scholar. Scholar is a bilingual mobile application helping students like yourselves to get access to online learning. You get access to resources like study notes, past questions, detailed solutions, to study from the comfort of your homes, right? If you're writing a GC, if you're here and you're writing a GC, thanks to our platform, you can get past questions, solutions, study notes, and equally you can take quizzes like exams before your GC. You take exams to see if you're really ready for your GC. And the platform is known as Scholar, SKOLARR, just as you see it there. And then some time back, we equally started a new startup known as AgriFresh. It's a startup helping Cameroonians farmers to fight or to combat post-harvest losses. And I'd like to mention that all of what we're solving today is thanks to problems which we face as students, right? We were on the same benches some years back, and we had some difficulties. We encountered some difficulties in respect to access to education. For one, I watched my mom who struggled so hard on the farm. I had my mom who was farming tomatoes, and she struggled so hard farm tomatoes, and at the end of the day, she loses up to 40% of those crops. Like 40% of it doesn't even get to the market. That's losses in same money which should have come back to us to pay our school fees and stuff like that. So at some point, I was like, if my mom faces this problem, it means it's a problem, we should solve it, right? And if you're a problem solver today, trust me, you're rich. If you can detect the problem and go out to solve it using technology, it's not just technology. Today we have people solving common problems. Even just this bracelet. If you're someone who's doing this is good business, right? If you're someone who's plating, those are not, sometimes we minimize those type of things, but it's needed. It's really needed in today's society. So you should learn those type of skills. Don't just be that type of person who is book focused. Equally look for ways to diversify. Learn all that things, very important. Right. So next slide. So thanks to the work we did, we've won a couple of awards. I've had several travel opportunities. I've been to Gambia, I've been to South Africa, I've been to Senegal, I've been to Rwanda, so thanks to the work that we did, right? It's personal branding, the way I brand myself, the way I sell myself online, the things that we do. You should not attend this summit and at the end of the day, you don't post it. You should not attend this symposium and at the end of the day, you don't share it online. People should know that you attended, right? You share what you learned from the different speakers. You share the pictures. And that's how you learn. And not only are you learning, not only are you selling yourself, but someday when you want to apply for a scholarship, they always ask for your social media account. Today, you cannot even go to the US without presenting your Facebook account. So if you're someone who is sharing funny stuff online, please, when you go back home, delete all of that. When you go back home, delete it. To be honest, it means you're blocking your future. In the next 3-4 years, when you want to go to the US, they'll track down everything, all the silly comments you've been mentioning online, all those funny things you've been doing, posting irrelevant pictures. When they see all of that, they'll block you from going to the US. And when you're applying for scholarship, and at some point you notice that you're not a serious student, they'll not want to accord you that scholarship. They always ask, share your name. Even if they don't say share your LinkedIn link, right? They have your name. They can just go to Google and they tap your name. The moment you tap your name on Google and then any funny stuff comes up, they just take away the scholarship they've given you already. So it's very important. Build a very strong personal brand. It's very important that you do that. It starts from you sharing what you're doing. I attended this summit, this is what I learned, I did this, I did that. So thanks to the work we've been doing, these are a couple of awards we've won. I'll not dwell on that. Next slide, sorry. Yeah, so some months back I was in South Africa, where we represented Cameroon at the Pachi Panda Challenge organized by MTN Cameroon and WWF, where we secured the first prize. So it all started in Cameroon. I did not just wake up and learn in South Africa, right? I started building confidence in Cameroon, started going in for competition in Cameroon. Those very small ones where they'll say, oh, win 100,000, win 1 million, win this. That's how I was going in. I would build confidence. I would learn how to do big stuffs. And before I knew it, I went in for this competition and I was opportune to represent Cameroon in South Africa. Just close to me, you'll see the CEO of MTN. You see the woman by the side is like the coordinator of MTN in the whole of the South African region. So I was standing with people whom it's very difficult to meet them on daily basis. They were greeting, smiling, hugging me. But to ever meet them is difficult, right? So you meet those sort of people and what's it thanks to? Yesterday I said something that you should do what? Yeah? Who can remember? No, not sell yourself. Huh? Not trust Cameroon. I said love your country. If you love Cameroon. How many people love Cameroon now? How many people followed the 7:30 news yesterday? So love Cameroon. To be honest, I'm very honest with you. Love Cameroon. When you love Cameroon, I'm sure if they ask, if I have to ask a question here, right? That who is the minister of telecoms? Who knows the minister of telecommunication here?
You answer and give one sticker.
Yes. Who knows the minister of telecommunications?
Answer and take a sticker.
I still have the 2K though. Who knows the Minister of Telecommunications? It's crazy. So that's, you don't love your country. You're all here because you want to japa. But you have to learn that it's from here that you'll japa. You have to learn that you have to give back, right? All those MasterCard people, yes? No. That's the Minister of Telecommunications. Communication. Telecom is Madame Minette Libon Liliken. Madame Minette Libon Liliken. She's a powerful minister in Cameroon. And if you're interested in anything tech, that's someone who you should know, right? So follow her online, follow her. It's very important. Yeah. So it's extremely important that you should love Cameroon, because when you love Cameroon, you get to find opportunities. And many a times people think that it's only out there that you can succeed. No. You have people who started in Cameroon and making it in Cameroon, right? These people who own these cement camps, all these other people who are doing these big stuff, they started here and they're making it here. So let's not just have the mindset of wanting to japa, but you should understand that even these MasterCard people, when they want to give you a scholarship, they want to first of all see that you're someone who can give back to your community. They want to see that you're someone who loves Cameroon. So if you love Cameroon, it's already a step to get your scholarship. Yes, next slide. Yes, so what's personal branding? I'll define personal branding as that one thing someone can say about you before you enter a hall. One thing someone can say about you. That's the moment I see Mr. Ngolefa on a picture, right? Or they say Mr. Ngolefa is coming to the presentation, I should know one thing about him. If you can retain one thing about Mr. Ngolefa before he even enters the hall to present himself, it means he has built a very strong personal brand, right? So personal branding, I'll define it in my own terms as that one thing someone can say about you before you even enter a hall, right? But in English, they say personal branding is the process of managing and optimizing the way you're perceived by people or perceived by others. So you should build a strong personal brand. That the moment they see you, who doesn't know Samuel Eto'o in Cameroon? He's built a strong personal brand around football, right? Who does not know Mr. Kaba? He's building a very strong personal brand around Open Dreams, around one thing: education, equalizing access to education opportunities in Cameroon. Who does not know Mr. Ngolefa in the Southwest region? Those are that's when we say you've built a strong personal brand, it means people can actually say things about you before you even come to a place. Right? So build a very strong. There's a way of building your brand in a way that tomorrow when you're going for a scholarship, it's even so easy. It means those interviewing you even know you before you even come to sell yourself to them. You're having an interview, and before you jump on the interview, the person is instead the one saying, "Wow, I've seen your work. I so much love all what you do. Are you not called Fupezi Moses? Are you not?" When you start your interview that way, just know that you've gotten the scholarship already, right? It means you've built a strong personal brand. I had an interview some few days back, and when I went in for that interview, the person was instead the one telling me things I've done. That he's been following me on LinkedIn. He never knew that he wanted to interview me. The power of personal branding, the way you sell yourself. Now, we're not telling you to go and tell lies, right? We have so many people on LinkedIn. Everybody's a CEO today on LinkedIn. Everybody's a founder. Everybody wants to be a founder. I'm a founder of this. I'm the CEO of that. So I want to say this. You might not be a founder, you might not be a CEO, but you're more successful than a founder and CEO, right? So avoid titles which you cannot defend. I think Joyce said something in respect to that yesterday, that you should not lie on your LinkedIn, because when you lie and they recruit you, you're going to show what you all those things that you're lying on LinkedIn like that, you're going to show them. I can do Python programming. You don't even know what Python program is. When you come and then you say, "What's Python program?" You start talking about the Python in the bush. I can do this, I can do that. And then the moment they recruit you, you cannot do anything in the office. So sell or put those skills which you know, and if you know that you don't have a specific skill, build it. To be very honest with you, if you want to be a strong personal brand, if you know that you're weak in a specific area, try to build that skill rather than lying on social media. Equally avoid lies in your ACs. I've impacted over 1,000 people. I've impacted 10 million people. Right? You have impacted 10 million, but they go to your LinkedIn page, they're seeing 200 followers. So you should give figures which you can defend them. When you see someone like V Kativo, I usually hear her say, I've impacted 1 million. When you go to her YouTube page, you actually see the figures. They don't lie. They don't lie. Even when you lie and then you succeed in getting on the interview, like you're in front of an interviewer, he might ask questions which would make you fear, and then you say the truth before you even know it. You start telling her the truth. I know he was, or you even forget that in your essays you actually mentioned 1 million, and then when you come for the interview, you be saying I impacted 1,000. She'll not even tell you, and then later when you receive your love letter, we're sorry. Or it doesn't even say we are sorry. It comes with thank you for applying. And it's the thank you that you applied. Next slide. Yes, the importance of personal branding. First, it opens opportunities. It gives you, I've mentioned several opportunities I've had thanks to personal branding, right? I cannot count. Because of personal branding, I was invited to the Gambia last month. I was in the Gambia last month. Someone invited me. It means I was able to sell myself online. It's like I went for a summit in Morocco and I met someone. I equally talk about the importance of networking. You're here, you don't know who is here, right? You don't know, your neighbor might be the next Chevening scholar tomorrow, and then you're minimizing or you're neglecting her. The person seated right next to you might be the next Commonwealth scholar, and then you're neglecting her. She might be the one who would help you review your essays, and then you don't want to connect with her. So connect with everybody. Make sure you network before you leave this place. So in Morocco, I networked with this particular lady. When I looked at her, I was, the way she dresses and everything, I was just like, maybe let me just network with her. Let her not feel bad that I'm taking other people's contacts and I'm not taking hers. Let me just network. Then instead of taking her contact, I instead took her LinkedIn profile, like her LinkedIn name, and then we connected on LinkedIn. So they invited me to the National Assembly 2 months ago, and I went there and I spoke. And when I spoke, I shared the pictures online. That is the reason why I'm saying personal brand is very important, right? I shared the pictures online. That is what I've done. They invited me to the National Assembly and I spoke about post-harvest losses in Cameroon. And when this lady saw it, she was like, she got into my inbox and was like, Moses, the government of Cameroon invited you to the National Assembly. I was like, yes. I said, wow, this is amazing. Moses, are you interested in traveling to the Gambia? I was like, why not? What am I doing in Cameroon? Please, I'm interested. Then the next thing was like, I was just like, maybe she would say, Moses, you pay your plane ticket. I was like, let me forward accept that I'm willing to travel. And then I see the next message. And she came and she was like, no, we're going to fund everything. It's a fully funded trip. We're paying your transport, your flight ticket, we're paying your hotel, and we're inviting you to speak. That was my first international event where I'm going to speak as a speaker, right? And that's how I traveled. The next week, they invited me, they sent a letter, they sent everything. My plane ticket, everything, fully funded. Even my transport from my house to the airport was paid for. They told me, just show the receipt. And that day I took Yango. Yeah. When they just mentioned that, no, they'll pay that I don't need to bother, just bring receipts. I took my Yango quietly, 5K. Can you no, they'll give me back my money. So the power of personal branding, the power of you selling yourself online, right? It opens opportunities for you. Let's just go back to that same slide. It builds credibility. When you share your work online, it builds credibility. People believe in you. Today I'm doing so many things with MTN because I was able to sell myself online. I was able to share my work. I'm able to discuss certain stuff and I shared online. It builds credibility. When they're selecting you for an opportunity and then they notice online that you're doing so many stuffs around Cameroon, why would they not take you? They tap your name on Google and then they're saying, oh, this person has won this award. This person has impacted this number of people. Because Google is it's a search engine, right? When you put your name on Google, how many people have ever tried? If you put your name on Google, you either see your Facebook account. If you don't have any page, if any page has never spoken about you, at least you see your Facebook page, you see your Instagram page, or unless you're not on the internet, we have people that if you search, you can never see them. I even had a teacher whom, if you snap with him, he's telling you straight up, don't post my picture. I don't want to see myself online. Right? They have their reasons, but you should not follow the crowd. You should not follow the crowd. If you're someone who wants to be a global citizen, you need to learn how to sell yourself online because Personal branding has the power to unlock opportunities these days. So it builds confidence. The next is that it differentiates you from others. When you have a strong personal brand, it differentiates you from everybody. When you have a strong personal brand, it differentiates you from everybody. There's no way that you're around a space and they don't notice you if you have a very strong personal brand. If Eto is walking down the street, you see the number of people who want to greet him. Right? If you have a very strong personal brand, it differentiates you. Next slide differentiates you from so many people. Steps of building a personal brand. First, you need to identify your strengths. What are you good in? What are you good in? You identify your strengths. If you notice that you're good in coding, start working on that aspect. Start building strength around that. If you notice that you're a good footballer, start building strength around football. If you notice that you're a good singer, start building strength around that. And not only build, sell yourself online. If you notice that you're a good MC, sell yourself online. That's how they know about you, and they invite you to moderate or to take part in events. If you don't sell yourself, how do you want people to notice you? I have people who are like, oh, is it village people who stop me from progressing? If you're a child of God, please, those type of things, you should not have that type of mindset. You should not have that type of mindset, that village people. Yes, it's the truth there, to be honest, they are village people, yes. But if you're a child of God, they cannot stop you. So sell yourself online. Because the moment you sell yourself, that's how people get to know about you. That's how people will invite you for. I'm here because I sold myself online. And Mr. Ngolefak noticed that, oh, this guy can contribute to this summit. And that's the reason why he has invited me. But if I wasn't selling myself online, you never know anything about me. I have my other brother who is an electrician. And some few weeks back, I was just telling him, sell yourself. Put yourself out there. You don't like, I've never seen you. You don't have a Facebook page. You don't have this. If you want me to help you, I'll help you to create it. And the first day we did, he received a call from someone who wants him to electrify his house. The power of personal branding. Sell yourself. If you're selling chips, don't be ashamed of your work. Don't be ashamed of, there's this quote that says, don't be ashamed of what pays you. No one is going to come and put food on your table. If you know that it's chin-chin that you're selling, don't say that, oh, I'm not going to post because my friends, I have rich friends around me. No, post your work. So sell yourself. Next, let me see. Set goals. You have to define goals. Define a goal. You can set a goal and say, every day I'm going to do at least one post. People who follow me notice that I so much like motivational quotes. I so much like motivating people. I so much like motivational videos. So if you're my friend, you just get tired. If you're someone if you don't like that content, right, just unfriend me, because that's constantly what you see. I'm around motivation. I constantly share stuff around motivation. Joel Austin, those are people I follow, and I constantly share their posts. And so, if someone wants to say something about me, right, if they call my name somewhere and then they are naming things which I'm good at, they must name motivation as one of them, because that's what I've built. Or that's one of my personal brands. The way I brand myself online, I motivate people. I motivate people using my own achievements too, using the work I've been able to do. Because I noticed that when I stand on this pulpit or on these stages and I speak about the work I did, maybe from those very little places, from that village, it motivates a lot of people to equally start their own journey. So I noticed that I first of all identified that strength. I knew that I was good at motivating people, and then I built a profile around that. Right, I built a profile around that. Then the other one is create identity. Right, develop a consistent message. As I mentioned, today you cannot follow me on WhatsApp and then you don't notice in a day. I always do like a post around motivation. Believe in yourself. The sky is full of stars, but there's room for all to shine. Do this, do that, do that. Those are my messages. I have created a consistent brand around that, motivating people, and I constantly share it. So I'm identified as someone who's doing that. And then if you follow people like Tony Elumelu, you notice that he's a banker. He's very good at selling himself, the way he dresses, the way he jumps into rooms. He's capable of selling himself. We have one other, which is leveraging online presence. You should leverage online presence. How do you sell yourself? Do you just sell yourself by telling your friends here? No. You'll be invited to Yaoundé next week to speak because you shared information around this conference. You might be invited to Douala to speak or to attend another summit because you gave credit to the people who invited you. You gave credit to the hall where we are in. I was in this place. You mentioned the name of the church, the name of the place. You're giving credit. And if there's any other thing, they want to invite you. When I came back from from Gambia, I actually shared my work online. I said, and one thing I would like to mention, I would hammer on, is gratitude. You should have the spirit of gratitude. Being grateful. Being grateful does not just mean that you buy things and give to people. No. The way you do your write-up, the way you post, what you say. You attended this summit. Who are those who invited you? If you go and, for example, I was invited by Mr. Ngolefak to speak, and then I go online, I'm doing the post, I'm like, I'm very proud to have participated in the student symposium. I came to Bafusam, I did this, I did that, and then I finally don't mention the pastor's name, either Mr. Ngolefak's name or Mr. Kaba. They will not say anything, right? They've seen the post, but they'll make sure that tomorrow they don't invite you again because you came and then you received the glory. You're like, you were the one who did it. It was just like you did it out of your own strength. So have this spirit of gratitude. So I went to Gambia, and then after that event, which they invited me to speak, I came back, and every day I was constantly in their inboxes, like people who invited me, telling that lady, oh, thank you so much. I'm so grateful for everything. I would never have believed that I'll be invited one day for an international summit as a speaker. Right? I'm so surprised. I'm amazed. Oh, thank you so much. And then on LinkedIn, when I posted, I constantly thanked them, everything. And then I just started a few days back. I received another invitation. It was not even an invitation. They just wrote, "Hello, Moses. Are you interested in traveling to this place? No, that was not even a message. This is your plane booking for this country. Tell us if you're okay." That was the way the message came. That's the way the message came. And before going out for that summit to the Gambia, I knew the people who invited me. So I did these bracelets. I wrote their names on it. And I went and told them, thank you. It was not a bribe. I was not bribing anybody. I was just showing gratitude. So right now, I don't even know what made them call me again for another summit in another country. It might be this. It might be that post. So I was just very grateful to the point that they invited me again for another summit in another country to come and speak. Right? The spirit of gratitude. So always hold that. If you have that spirit of gratitude, you're going to go very far. I cannot count. Even the MTN. Today, they invite me to speak at MTN. I'm partnering today with MTN, with our small brand, Scholar. It's gratitude. After winning the competition, I'm like, oh, I've won 3.5 million. It's true that these people have money. But come and think of it. If I take out 100,000 and I just go and tell this woman, thank you, it might open another door. And out of the maybe 3.5 million francs, you remove out 100,000 and you go and you're like, hello, madam, thank you so much that you organize this competition. It's not like they favored you. You know that you won it, right? It's just like you coming here, learning all what you've learned, and tomorrow you get a scholarship. And you don't say, thank you, Mr. Ngolefak, thank you, Pastor, for the opportunity, thank you, Mr. Kaba, thank you, Open Dreams. You're ungrateful. That will be termed ingratitude. You're not grateful. You're not grateful for what the people who helped you have done for you. And at the end of the day, doors will lock. You will not be able to unlock certain doors. So have that spirit of gratitude. When you're grateful for those little things. That's how, as I mentioned, when I won the 3.5 million, I went and told the woman, thank you, 100,000. And before I knew it, the woman at MTN, she said, we have this program which concerns youths. I want to invite you to partner with us to start working. And how much do they pay us? A lot of money. I will not mention the amount. Right? For a week, they invite us. We go to different regions, go and just organizing events like this where there's students. They pay us a lot of money. But gratitude opened that door. Today, people will be like, oh, what did he do? Is it because the government is favoring, or is it because MTN is over-favoring him? Gratitude. That's the secret. Next slide. Yes, enhancing your personal brand. Quality and content. The content you share, you should have quality. You should not just be posting any type of content. Right? If you're building a personal brand, you should not just, today, they should not see you speaking about agriculture. Tomorrow, they see you speaking about medicines. Tomorrow they see you speaking about I'm selling chips on the road. This. You're everywhere. Right? You have to build a consistent brand. The quality of your content, it should be consistent. Secondly, networking. I see networking there. Yes, connect with relevant professionals. You cannot do personal branding on your own. You need to connect with people. The reason why I say you should not leave this hall without connecting. You should get contacts. And you don't just get contacts and just like what Mr. Ngolefa was saying, that you don't just send a message to someone like the pastor and you're like, hello, sir. And then you expect him to come and say, hello, how are you doing? I hope you had a blessed day. I hope you had a great day. He's not your friend. Right? He does not have that time. So when you want something, go straight to the point. Hello, I'm Afopezi Moses. I just got your number from the symposium, and I am really, really amazed with the work that you do. Please, I want you to mentor me. Please, I want you to follow up. I want you to review my ACEs. Please, you go straight to the point, and then the person comes and replies. Not that you say hello, and you expect him to come and say hi. Then you say, how are you? I'm fine. People don't have that time. Can you discuss a tool like that? He does not even have that. You just say hello in his inbox. You cannot even receive a reply. I'll not even say you receive a reply after 10 years because you never reply you. There's that time. He does not have that time. It's just like an elevator pitch. You meet someone. You have 1 minute to convince him to buy your stuff. Those selling stuffs around here, you should learn what they call elevator pitch. It means you're meeting someone in an elevator, and within 1 minute, you convince him to buy your stuff. It goes fast. If you come and then you're talking to someone, you start by saying, hello, I'm called Afopezi Moses, and I wanted to, he'll just be like, okay, you don't know what you want. But if you present yourself very well, he will remove his card and he will give you, here's my card, come over to my office. I want to speak with you, I want to know more about what you do. I learned that, I think, 2 years back, and he helped me a lot. My first meeting with the Minister of Secondary Education was in the hall, on a round table. And it's when I met her at the summit, at the conference, at the, they call it what? Hilton Hotel. They invited me. And they always say, with one opportunity, you can open so many doors. With this single opportunity, you can open so many doors. You never know. Right? So I met her, and she came. And that day, I did not even have a card, a visit card. She came up to my stand, and she was like, hello, I want to know more about the work you do. And I sold myself. I spoke about the work that we do very well. She was so interested. She was like, why have you never written a letter to meet me in my office? I'm like, I've been writing letters. And one thing about me is, the work that we do, all of us at Scholar, one thing about us is that we're very ambitious. You want to go far, don't sit and wait. You here, I'm not sure he sat, and I'm sure that some of you, your parents said, where are you going to? And you told them that, well, I'm going down there. And then you came over to this place. Because you know what you want, right? So you don't sit and you wait. You write those two. I was writing letters, and then I'll never receive a response. But that day, when I met her, I saw myself, and the only thing she asked was, please, can I have your card? And I said my card was finished. And she was still very interested to say, oh, write your number on a paper, on a piece of paper, and come. I'm waiting for you on Monday, the day after tomorrow. When you come, tell them that I'm the one who has invited you. I was like, no, man, it's not. I'm not sure it's possible. How will I come to the ministry and I'll be like, it's small me. Who will believe that the minister is invited? She said, come. She said, you want my number? I said, yes. She laughed. That I'm sorry, I don't give my number out. Right? Believe what I'm telling you. Come on Monday and you meet me. So the power of selling, the way you sell yourself, you have little time to speak about the work that you do. You don't go around beating the bush. You're saying the person will not be interested in what you do. Hello, I'm called Afopezi Moses. I'm building a brand known as Scholar. Thanks to Scholar, we've helped over 15,000 children in Cameroon to get access to online learning. And today, I believe that if you're able to get 5 million francs, you enable us to impact over 1 million by 2035. You've sold yourself. Right? People will believe in what you say more. So next slide. Consistency. Is it feedback? Yeah, feedback first. When you've built a personal brand, equally accept feedback. So many people don't usually go far because they think that they know too much. If you're someone here and then you feel like you know too much, you never learn. Right? You should be open-minded. If you do a post and then someone says you're bragging, they are showing up, please read back and then try to amend, or try to see if there's any error in what you said, and you try to amend it. Because if you're someone who you refuse to get feedback, you would get so many people unfollow your page. If people follow you, all of them will go. They'll just start storming your page. Right? We have this other guy who recently I saw him speaking about politics in Cameroon. He was like, people should not go to the streets. To him, he felt like he was like helping to prevent the youths from going and being killed. But the audience instead felt like he does not want change for Cameroon. And then many people unfollowed him. Because of that, he lost so many followers. Right? So you should. What was I even saying? You should accept feedback, yes. Accept feedback from people. When you've written something and then someone says you're bragging, please try to modify or delete the post. Delete it. There are many times that it's happened with me like that, and then I've done a post and someone is like, no, Moses, what you said wasn't really right. I just go and delete it. So you should be quick with that. If you want to really go far, always accept feedback from people. Don't be that type of mentee who you send your essays and then you think that you know too much. Sometimes you have those type of mentees. You've written your essays and then you want feedback from the mentor. The mentor says, change this. You're instead you're arguing with him. No, I think that is the way it should be. Next. Yes, consistency. Consistency. I always spoke on that. Be consistent with your brand, the way you sell yourself. Don't speak of everything. Don't be speaking about agriculture and tomorrow you're on politics. When I see things on politics, I read them, but I don't comment. The things that doesn't concern me, right? Because these days it's risky. I'm very honest. These days you should not just say things online because you want to say them. There's a way to track people. They can track you and they come and catch you in this church. There's a way. They follow you online. So don't just say things and think that people don't take note. So next slide. Tools for personal branding. First, we have social media. We have Instagram. First of all, the most important is LinkedIn. How many are above 16? Yes, you should have a link. How many have LinkedIn pages? You should have a LinkedIn page. And you sell yourself. I'll show you how my LinkedIn page is and how you should structure it. In a way that if you're going in for a scholarship and then someone says, have you even been on interviews where the person says, what's your name on Facebook? Just now imagine that you're sharing foolish things there. The moment you say what's your name on Facebook, you start trying to hide. No, I don't want to share. What's your name on Facebook? The more I even shouted the name, Afopezi Moses. You go and see. I actually share very powerful stuff online. So you should make sure that you have a LinkedIn account. If you're someone who is afraid of Facebook, I know on Facebook there's so much hatred on Facebook. There are village people on Facebook, but LinkedIn, everybody there is a boss. Everybody's a boss on LinkedIn. We're all CEOs, we are all founders. Right? Everybody's bragging there. So if you go and brag there, no one will be jealous of you. So at least have a LinkedIn page. Then we go down to Instagram, we go down to Facebook. And your name on this social media platform should be consistent. Don't have the done on Facebook and then you go and have Afopezi Moses on LinkedIn. Don't have gang killer. Those are some people's names on Facebook, gang killer. And you follow me and you want me to follow you back. No, I don't want to be killed. So you should not have those type of funny names. Because from the first day you send a follow request, I try to just screen your profile. But the more I notice that guy, there's something that is fishy about it. No. Sometimes from your name, the name you put, gang killer, you want to kill me, no? They done. So you're on an interview and then someone says, share your name on Facebook, you say they done. My name is they done on Facebook. Wow. So be careful, right? You should have a consistent name on these social media platforms. If it's Afopezi Moses, keep that on all the other social media platforms. In a way that someone says, are you on social media? I say yes. Which one? You say LinkedIn. What's the name? Afopezi Moses. You're clean. You're not scared that they'll go and see some kind of funny stuff there. So you should have social media platforms. You should be on social media platforms like Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and share your work. I'll not go down to TikTok because TikTok does not really help with. I'll not say it helps. It helps with business. they cannot really help you in terms of, there's never a day that you're going for a scholarship and they'll say share your TikTok page. And they say to you that they really want to go and see the type of things that you share on TikTok, right? But they hardly ask for those type of platforms like TikTok, Snapchat, yeah. So we have blog websites. Some people go a long way to even create websites for themselves. I've never had a personal website, but I have friends who have personal websites where they've aligned everything in a way that if they ask, do you have like a social media platform, they need to share the website, because on the website people can read more about them. They can read their story, their history, where they came from, the number of awards they've won, where they've been to, the countries they've traveled, and all of that is on a single blog page. And then we have business cards. You should equally have business cards. I did mention a story where where the Minister of Secondary Education visited our stand, and after she said all she said, where's your business card? Can we have your business card? And I said I did not have. I was even scared that she would be like, you're not a serious businessman, right? But she still pitied me and she was like, no, write the number on the paper and give me. But in most cases, when it comes to business, they will not, those type of things don't happen. And they will tell you to write your number on the paper and give them. No, you should have like a business card. If you're doing business, have a business card. Those are the ways, or those are the tools for personal brand, the way you sell yourself. And these days, we even have digital cards. You have people who are creating digital cards which you just tap on the phone. You're someone who goes out constantly on international summits. You should have like a business card which is, yes, the digital one where you just tap and then you get all the information about you. Rather than having these papers, you're working every day with papers and you're sharing everywhere. So that's another tool for personal branding, which is your business card. Next, we have management apps. I'll talk here of Linktree. Please jot that down. If you don't have money to build a personal website, you can have like a Linktree where you have all your details aligned on that stuff. Like you have Facebook, Instagram. At times when they say share your social media accounts, right? I don't even go putting one after the other. I just share the Linktree because I know on the Linktree you're going to find my name. You're going to find details about my work. You're going to find the different platforms on which I am. You're going to find the awards. I'm going to show the next slide. Next slide has that thing. Yes, this is what a Linktree looks like. A Linktree. You see, for this, like that's that for my profile. This one is for Scholar. That one is for Agriculture. I use it because all my work, right, for our startups, what we're doing, I use Linktree. So yeah, you see LinkedIn. If you tap on that icon, you see the LinkedIn page. You see my Facebook. You see my Instagram right here. Yes. LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. You see everything. Then you see the awards that we've been winning. Pachi Panda Challenge, all of them are aligned there. It makes it easy for people to know exactly what you're doing, right? Rather than you sharing Facebook, Instagram, and all those things. So with the Linktree, you can easily detail your work and what you've been able to do. So please, if you don't have a Linktree, it's Linktree. I did not put one E. So it's link and then tree. If you tap on Google, you're going to find it. You can create your profile on it, and then you have like, you align it. It's very easy to use. It's an easy tool. Next slide. Key strategies for personal branding. First, develop a personal mission statement. Define the core values and purpose, right? What do you want to do? What message do you want to communicate? Is it around, they call it what? Mental health? Focus on it. Is it around education? You focus on it. Is it around agriculture? You define the personal statement. And it's always like on your profile itself, where you see Afopezi Moses. I'm going to share it. I think it's there. Afopezi Moses, you see co-founder and CEO of Scholar, multi-award-winning entrepreneur into the field of telecommunications. Like that's a key statement. So when they land on your profile, that's the first thing they see, right? That's what they keep in their mind. So that's a message. You can just bring it up again. No, go back to it. Yes. Build expertise. You should not just focus on branding yourself. You have people who are very good at branding. I even have people who brand and then they travel out without them ever doing anything. It's good, but in some cases it does not even work. So while you're branding yourself, equally learn to do the work. Don't just go online and say, I've impacted 1,000 people, and on ground we're seeing nothing. you have not done anything. You have not been to any of those places you're saying that you've been to, just because you're selling yourself. But as I mentioned, people who have those very strong personal brands, they get to sell themselves to a point that they even get opportunities for things which they have not even done. But to be honest, I would like to mention this: you should have integrity, right? You should have integrity with your work. That what you're saying that you've done should be what you've done. You should not be selling work that does not exist. You should not go and steal someone's work and then you're trying to sell it online. You should not go. I've seen people like that. I saw someone recently who had to share that he's the founder of one organization. I'll not mention the name. He's the founder of one organization, and then we know the founder. The founder is in Cameroon. But he even made until he tagged that profile that I'm the founder. When I founded this, I did this. Like, wow. So we told the guy that it means that all this work they have been doing in Cameroon, that's the guy that has founded the stuff here. And then he's in a different country and enjoying all the benefits. And then you're in Cameroon and you're working every day, you're working jackass. Right? You're working for him. So when you're doing that, you might think that people have not seen, but they've seen what you've done. And at some point they'll come back and fight. So be careful what you share. Be mindful of the things that you're putting up there. Build expertise, as I mentioned. You need to build expertise in that field. Don't just be someone who is just posting and you don't want to build strength around it. Equally, engage in public speaking. At first, I could not stand in public and speak. It was very difficult for me. It was very difficult for me. But slowly, I came out of my shell. When they say there's any public speaking stuff, events, hello, please, who wants to lead a session on this? I'm like, hello, can you put my name? That's how you learn. You don't just sit and then you expect to know how to speak in public. Who wants to lead this session in church? You're hiding behind the chair. You should not call my name. How do you want to learn how to speak in public when you don't lead those small sessions, when you don't go and you're leading Sunday school? How do you want to speak in public? That's where it starts. You start in places where when you speak, they will not laugh at you. At least you'll be like you're speaking in the house. That maybe you've spoken or you've said something is wrong. At least in the house, you know when your brothers laugh at you, it's not painful, right? Than when they laugh at you in public. So start at home. When they say who wants to preach the gospel at home today, hello, Daddy, I want to do that. And that's how you start learning. So you should learn how to speak in public. You want to really build a personal brand. So many people, I'm an introvert. And they even feel like being introverted is good. It's a skill, voila, it's a skill that I've learned. No, I'm an introvert. I don't like to speak about my work. I don't want to say anything. No, not me. But all those things are fighting again, that they're coming back for you. There's so many things that, the reason why you're where you are today is because you refuse to share that post. It's possible. The reason why you are where you are is because you refuse to go and to say thank you, to share that post. The reason why you are where you are today is because you refuse to do that LinkedIn post yesterday saying that, thank you so much, this symposium, for the opportunity which you've given me to learn from these people. That might be the reason why you are still where you are today. So learn how to share your work, learn how to post, learn how to speak in public. Seek mentorship. You seek mentorship, you cannot do it alone. If someone has ever told you that you can do it alone, it's a lie. You cannot do it alone. You need other people's help. In order to do all what we did, the scholars, the agri-fresh, I needed a team. I needed to work with people. I needed mentorship from MTN. I needed mentorship from people. I needed to ask questions. I cannot count the number of times I've reached out to many of my elders to ask for help. I need your help to review my ACEs. I need your help with this. How should I go about this? Just as I said yesterday, don't be that person who, because you've heard that Moses started Scholar and then you just wake up, I'm going to start my own Scholar tomorrow. And then you expect it to work. You need to volunteer your time. I'm still hammering on that. You volunteer your time. That's when you learn what you're good at. You volunteer your time in an organization. From there, you're going to know exactly, I'm good in this. if I do this, and then you're not just volunteering your time, you're equally asking questions. You go and ask the person whom you're volunteering beneath that, please, I want to start this organization. Is this something that can work? Is this something? But most of the times, maybe they will not be willing to tell you because they want you to continue working with them. But at least tell them. Some of them will be very honest with you to tell you, oh, yes, we think that you can start your own stuff and then you can run it, and we're there to support you. Sometimes you don't start stuff because you've seen people starting, right? Always ask them, because when you ask them, you really understand. One thing which is behind people's work is their motivation. What motivates them? You don't know the story behind my journey, and that's the reason why you cannot do the things that I do. Right? But if you come to me and you ask me, why do you do all of this? Why are you so passionate? Why will you leave Yaoundé to come down here to speak to us? The story behind it is so strong. That's the motivation. I have a very strong motivation. Maybe it's because I did not have access to education, because I did not have access to these opportunities I'm getting today. Right? After I got them, I was like, oh, so there are some people somewhere who don't even know about these stuff, and I should come down to Bafoussam to tell them that this thing exists, this other one exists, and I want them to apply and equally succeed. Yeah, so seek mentorship. Always seek mentorship with anything which you want to do. You have these speakers in the hall. After this, try to connect with them. And there's a way you reach out to people. We have mentioned that. There's a way you reach out to people. Don't just reach out and like, hello, sir, can you mentor me? He will not even respond. Honest people will not even respond. Mentor me. Hello, sir, I've been following your work. So much. There are times I even lie just to please him. I've done that severally. I've reached out to to people living in Ghana, right up in Ghana, right? The moments, all what I was doing, everything's in stages. I started winning awards. At some point, I was fed up. I was like, Moses, you're only winning awards in Cameroon. What about Africa? Do you not want to mount an international stage? And what did I have to do at that time? I had to look for people who were doing better than me. One thing I equally mentioned, don't be jealous of other people's work. When you see people succeeding, the only way you can equally tap from that grace is to support them. If you see someone succeeding and you don't support their work, you'll never be like them. You never do better than them. It's impossible. But if you see someone succeeding, you see someone doing that amazing thing, and constantly you're resharing their work, wow. That's how I started. I wanted mentorship from that guy in Ghana. He was doing better than you, 10 times more than me even. Even till date, he's still doing better than me, right? But how did I go about it? I knew that he's someone who he certainly has so many people he's mentoring. But how did I go about it? I constantly followed him. I was sharing his work. I would tag him. He would repost. He would say, thank you very much for sharing my work. Thank you so much for supporting me. I'm so grateful. All those things. And then the day I woke up and I said, hello, sir. I've been following your work for a very long time, for months. And please, I want you to mentor me. I'll be very, very happy to be your mentee. He was like, no problem, Moses. Please, how can I help? You see how it happens. It's because there's four of us seeing that you have interest in him, you're supporting his work, and he's ready to support you too. So if you're that type of person who you just want mentorship because you've heard that, oh, they can mentor, and you just get to and you're like, hello, sir, can you mentor me? Just if you're commanding him, and you not even respond. So you share certain things. I've been following your work. I so much like what you do. And I really want to be a telecom engineer just like you. I want to win awards too. It really shows that, okay, you're passionate about what you want. You already know what you want. Not come and say hello and expect me to say hi. How are you? I'm fine. Next slide. Yes. Impact of your life. It helps you in relationships, confidence, influence, and even your career. It gives you so many opportunities. If you have a very strong personal brand. Next slide. Analyze the assignment I'll give you is to analyze a personal brand which you admire so much and follow that person. I'll not even say that you should do anything, but follow that person. Analyze a personal brand, someone you love so much. Constantly follow them online and give yourself maximum 2 months. Right? Follow that person, repost their work. You see how your own life will change. To be very honest with you, that's what I did. Follow that person, reshare their work, constantly comment under their posts. Not just following them now, but equally be asking yourself, how can I be like this person? And then you start building your skills. And before you know it, you'll be doing like that person. Next. Yeah, so that's my LinkedIn page. You see, right up here, you would see like a description. Co-founder and CEO of Scholar X AgriFresh, top 50 finalists, Global Student Prize 2023, winner of MTN Euro Digital Talent 2023, winner of IC. So when someone lands on your profile, he's seeing this. Tell me why he'll not want to scroll and see what you're doing, rather than I'm the danger, or you go and put your name danger. You can put your name danger on LinkedIn, and some people don't have profile pictures. You want me to respond to your message? Please put the profile picture so I should know who I'm talking to. You should not put. You should that maybe you like your father so much, and then you put his picture there. Yes, but when you text, you tell me who you are. You tell me when I met you. But to be very honest, your profile picture is there for you to put your picture, not to put some quotes, not for you to put some kind of things. If you like quotes, right? If you like quotes, when you are reaching out to a mentor, put your picture, text the person when he has responded, then go and put your quote back. Not that you text and then I'm not seeing any picture, or I'm seeing some kind of funny things on your profile picture and then you expect me to respond. No, don't respond to stuff messages. So be mindful of the way you equally sell yourself, or the way you put out yourself. And that particular picture, next slide, you see that particular picture, I use it on all my social media platforms. On Facebook, on Instagram, and the name too is same. Right? If you go to Instagram, you see same thing. And I've even made it in a way that since I want to be someone who motivates people, you see the countries, I'm aligning them. Gambia, South Africa, Morocco, Rwanda, Ethiopia. So when they're like, wow, so this guy's a global citizen. Yeah. It's serious. That's how you sell yourself. On Instagram, right? Not you posting dancing pictures, dancing videos, sorry. If you want to build a personal brand around that, is good. Right? So you should first know who you want to be. Then you build skills around that, and you know how to sell yourself. Next slide. I think I'm almost finishing. That's Facebook. On Facebook, you see, Facebook gives you the possibility of aligning or putting up everything you've done. A Youth Advisory Board, Global Talent Unleashed. I even stopped at some point putting all of this, but it helps you a lot with how you align your work and people getting to know more about what you do on Facebook. That's how you use the social media platform. They're not there for you to be in Congosa. It's for you to sell your work. If you notice these people who make a lot of money, some of them is online through social media marketing. They know how to sell themselves. Right? So use that positively. Don't use the internet as a tool for destruction. Don't use the internet as a tool for sending people funny messages. Use it positively and you see how you change your life. Next. Yes, feel free to ask. Is there any question before I go? They say it's time. Any question? Any question? This might be your last time of seeing you. So if you have any question, ask now. Any question? Is there anyone who has any question? Yes?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm Fojeng Emmanuel. I'm here from Banjul. So my question is as follows. How did you identify your single selling point? Thank you very much.
Okay. How did I identify that I was good in building apps or in doing something? It's something specific, right? I had to volunteer. It starts from there. I did mention yesterday, volunteer time. I had to volunteer my time in an organization. I honestly did not know what I wanted to do. I'm a telecom engineer, right? I'm in the field of tech. But telecoms has to do computer networking. It has nothing to do with software engineering. But I had to build skill in software engineering. But it only happened when I was volunteering. So I had to volunteer for an organization called Camly, right? Before I started Oyali, and then I volunteered with Camly. And when I was doing that, I started, they told me, Moses, we want you to walk around designing flyers. That's why they say volunteer your time. Volunteer, when you volunteer, you learn certain things. They told me create flyers, and I knew nothing about it, but I accepted to do it. Right? And when I accepted now, I started learning how to do it. And at some point, I noticed that, oh, Moses, you're doing nice flyers. People, they were giving me positive comments. Yes, it's nice. Wow, we like the work that you do. And continue. And that's how I continued. Before I knew it, I, at some point, saw other people doing amazing stuff around developing apps. Right? So I'll equally mention the second thing is first, volunteer your time. Secondly, if you're online, follow people who would inspire you. Follow people who, when you land on Facebook, on Instagram, you see their work, you see what they've done, and you'll be like, wow, this person is doing this. Maybe I should equally do something around this field. And then you send them a message, right? So when I volunteered, and after some time, I noticed that there's some guys who were building an app known as Tor Cameroon. a tourism app in Cameroon. And the guys, they were young like me, like they were just 21 years old at that time, 2021. And I reached out to them. I was like, wow, Brian, I like the work that you do. I'm so touched by your work. Please, I would like to learn from you. And he started on Facebook. Connected on Facebook. I was constantly seeing his posts. I will reshare his posts or comment all the time. Wow, congratulations. I'll sit there with the Minister of Tourism. I'll ask them, how do you do this at this your age? How do you get to speak with the minister? He would tell me, this is what I did. I sent letters and stuff. And he told me, he equally gave me directions on how to send letters to the minister. I sent them, but he never responded. At some point, he equally came. It happened to me too. But it was not thanks to letters. It was thanks to me meeting her in an event, and I spoke to her, and then she invited me. So, for you to be able to identify what you're good at, volunteer your time, follow people online, people who are doing powerful stuff, and then from there, you notice what you really want to do, and you build skill around that. You now start learning. I knew nothing about coding, but I used YouTube, right? Or type online how to develop an app, and that's how I started. I started learning how to develop an app, the coding, and at times I'll even see Indians that were constantly speaking how to develop this. You see how to start. Slowly but surely, I started learning. And each day, when I wanted to be motivated, I'll go on Facebook and I'll notice that, oh, these guys, just yesterday, they spoke of Talk and today they're speaking of another app. They've built something else. I'm like, yes, it means that this is something that can work. It means that I'm not too young to do this. I should equally start doing something of this nature. But I was learning from them, not trying to compete with them. That's what I want to point out. I was learning from these people, not trying to compete with them. Because I will constantly say, yes. I don't know if there's any other question before I go. They say time's over. It's questions already. Yes.
Good morning, everyone. I am Eugenie Kwaban. Thank you so much, Sir Moses, for the talk and the encouragement. My question is, throughout your parkour, right? Because the other day I attended an event and we're talking about the rejections and the defeats. And I realized that most people that we see that are so successful, they actually have rejection stories, a lot of them to tell.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know if your story has been different or if you've also had rejection, and how have you been able to move forward from those rejections? Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Being part of ODZ, being part of Open Gyms has helped me a lot, because the stories that the things that we say every day, you get to meet everyone. Everyone's like, oh, yes, I was rejected for this. So it's not surprising anymore. When I see a rejection email, I'm like, oh, it's normal, right? So I've been rejected severely, day in, day out. I even apply for one, and then they'll select you. They'll tell you that it's fully funded, and then after some time, maybe closer to the day, they tell you that no, they don't more have funding for it. How will you feel? It's crazy. Like, you know that, oh, maybe you wouldn't even told your parents, I'm traveling to Italy next week. And then to the date, like to that particular day, they tell you that no, there's no more funding. We're sorry to inform you that after critical review of the application, we can no more fund your travel. So I've had so many of those type of messages. But now, just the fact that I'm around people who constantly receive them and who are willing to equally share their stories, it motivates me to keep working. There are days when I even get up and then I'm feeling like, Moses, just give up on everything and go your way. I mean, what are you doing? It's not paying, right? But before I know it, because of the people whom I follow online, before I know it, I just land on Instagram and I'm scrolling and I see Miss Blessing, who is doing powerful stuff in the Northwest region, motivating people. I'm like, oh, man, Blessing is doing this, means that I should continue. Don't abandon. There's even Prince who said, if you give up, now you, Sabi. If you give up, now you, no one will ever come and, I mean, these people you're seeing here, they say many are called, few are chosen. If you get these advices, it will work for you, right? But at the end of the day, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, you will see some of them who are no more in Cameroon, and it's because they received the lessons and they practice and they applied, right? So learn all of this, and I believe your life will not be the same. Don't leave this space without learning one or two things which will change your life. Thank you.
I am not too sure you're clapping for the CEO Square. You are right. You are right. You're good at it. You got it. Get it. Go, come we go. Come we go. Come we go. Come we go. Yes. And the last one we want to do is we take it one finger right, 2 fingers, 3 fingers, 4 fingers, and then yes, do that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We are so blessed to have you, Afro-President Moses, CEO Square. I am honestly, please celebrate yourself for coming. Do that. And if you have done that, tell the next person by you that you are the reason we are here. Yes, do that with some smile, right? With energy. Say the next time we see ourselves. Ah, my brother.